This is Freelance Heroism.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mhm.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Chris B, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone, and we couldn't do it without you.
Mhm.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Ray,
Dees.
I want to talk about video games, but
Okay.
I want to talk about a specific thing in video games that is not technically games,
Mm-hmm.
but is corporate finance.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Exciting.
I know. I sell it. I sell it when I talk about corporate finance at the top. Right? People are hanging in there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you're aware that in the last few generations there have been Nintendo,
Hmm.
Microsoft,
Hmm.
and Sony, right?
Yes.
These are the big companies. The
Yeah.
Switch, the Xbox XS or what the fuck ever they're calling it now, and the PS5, right?
Right.
So they're very different, right? So like the markets that they hit is like the Switch has gone full handheld, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're handheld. And I mean, they do like, oh, we could plug it into the TV. Who plays their fucking Switch on the TV? Don't be a
I've
dork.
never done that.
I did it like twice for that old Pokemon game that you had to like use your hand to throw the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, nah, it's better on the controller. It's better with just the handheld.
Right.
I always play everything on the handheld, and I honestly think that handheld gaming is awesome. I
Hmm.
really, really like it. I know a lot of people disagree with me on this, but they can go fucking drink bleach. I don't care. Uh, that's how I feel about it, and I think there's a lot of people out there. And by the way, the numbers agree with me.
Hmm.
The best-selling consoles of all time, I think, were handhelds. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the DS series in there.
Ah.
Anyway, my point is handheld gaming's dope.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to play handheld games.
Hmm.
Now, Xbox has been making consoles forever, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Since forever ago.
Yeah.
I actually remember their first console, but that makes me really old, and I don't want to talk about that. Uh, but in this last console generation, they got the shit beat out of them. They got
Hmm.
the shit beat out of them so hard
Yeah.
that they have to rethink everything. And I want to make a point before we do this that they
Uh,
did it to themselves.
uh-huh.
And this isn't like a me doesn't like Microsoft thing. I think they're okay, whatever.
Mhm.
But they did do it to themselves.
I, yeah, I mean, when the new Xbox was coming out and the PS5 was coming out, it was no question. I was desperate to get a PS5. I didn't even,
Yeah.
I think I briefly looked at the Xbox and I was like, what games are on here? I'm getting a PS5.
Firstly, there were too many options. I think game companies do this all the time where they make a console that's
Hmm.
supposed to be like the great equalizer, right? And
Yeah.
everybody's got the same hardware, so you don't have to spend 12 grand on a PC that's really powerful.
Hmm.
You can just get the box and then you're
Right.
good. You don't have to think about it anymore for like 5
Yeah.
years. You don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah. You don't have to be like, oh, I gotta upgrade this one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
console gaming is a cool idea,
Mhm.
right? I
Yeah.
I li- I like PC gaming a lot too. Don't get me wrong. I prefer PC gaming to console
Hmm.
gaming, but I can understand the console. Like when I got the
Yeah.
PS5, I was so excited because now I didn't have to worry about specs or
Right.
max settings or whatever.
Yeah.
It just runs it.
Hmm.
Excellent,
Yeah.
right?
That should be their tagline for any console.
It just runs that shit. Yeah, it'll run it.
Yeah.
Actually, I really do like that. Xbox should be like, it'll run that shit. That should be their new tagline. Bitch, yeah, it'll run it. I'm in love with that. That is excellent. Anyway, so the problem was is that they put out Xbox put out this thing called Game Pass,
Hmm.
Xbox Game Pass, and it
Yeah.
has like cloud gaming and a bunch, but it's like essentially a digital store where you can download games to play on your PC or on your Xbox or on your phone
Hmm.
or on your fucking handheld on your whatever, right? You can play it anywhere,
Yeah.
right? And it's kind of fucked them a little bit, because when I had to choose which console to get, the reason I choose one is for the exclusive titles, the ones that won't come to the other games, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, oh, Ghost of Tsushima is on fucking PlayStation, so I'm playing PlayStation probably. Like, oh, this is only on PlayStation. Final Fantasy is only on PlayStation at the time.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm playing PlayStation, right? Well, here's the problem. Xbox was like, we want you to be able to play our games, right? So they made Game Pass. And now it was like, okay, so if I choose Xbox, I don't get to play any of the PlayStation games.
Right.
But if I get a PlayStation, I can just get Game Pass and play like 90% of the Xbox catalog on my computer or my phone or my fucking whatever.
Yeah.
They made it too convenient to sell their own console.
That's right.
So where do you go from here, right? What do? You can't sell a console next generation without getting rid of Game Pass, which is by far your best product.
Yeah.
And so you did too good. You're Icarus. You flew too close to the sun, guys. You made a product that was too pimp.
Yep.
Game Pass is awesome, right?
Yeah, it is.
And so now it's like PlayStation's just going to win because you did too good, right? PlayStation shit is not even close to fucking Game Pass. It is not even close.
Yeah.
It's just not. The streaming is terrible. Like if I try to stream it to my phone, it's garbage, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what does Xbox do for this next? What are they going to do when the Xbox or the PlayStation 6 or Plus or Super or whatever comes out? How is Xbox going to compete? By the way, can you tell me the name of the Xbox console?
I don't. I know
generation?
They were doing numbers for a while, right?
Not anymore.
But yeah, they're not anymore. So I don't know.
It was Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One.
Oh, that's
right.
Yeah. Just to confuse all the grandmas out there who are trying to buy a console for their grandson.
Xbox 2.25. No, okay. So the last one was the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X, and the X is the one I think that's the good one, but the S might be the good one. I don't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
And I like gaming.
Yeah.
And I am not 100% sure which one's the good one and which one's the bad one. That's not great for your brand.
Yeah.
And it's not good to have two machines because, as we said, it'll run that shit, but it won't run that shit on both Xboxes. It won't run that shit probably. That's not as good a tagline.
Right.
So the new Xbox is going to be what all companies do when they can't compete console to console. Handheld.
Yeah.
They're making a handheld. And it is $1,000 for the top end one. Rachel, and $600 for the cheap one.
For a handheld. I can't.
So what they're doing is this handheld, their console, right? It looks dope. I like it. I want it. But there's no way. First off, they're making the same mistake they made with the last Xbox, right? Which is they're charging two different prices for two different products that look the exact same.
Yeah.
So how do I know, like, do I get the cheap one and then it doesn't run everything? That's the whole point of consoles, right?
Right.
So then I have to buy the big one, the expensive one, so that I can run the stuff I want it to run? What's happening here?
Or you just get Game Pass.
Or you can just get Game Pass. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Get Game Pass, run it on a $20 calculator. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I think their handheld is cool. I think it looks awesome. I would love to play it, but I can't pay $1,000 for a fucking console, and I'm not going to buy the cheap one ever of two things. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Why would I get the thing that is not going to give me the power I need to do the stuff?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Who's going to buy the D-list one? Right?
I don't know. If you're already spending that much money, why wouldn't you just get the good one, the better one?
You're going out and you're looking for a boyfriend. There's two guys standing next to each other, right? Right? One of them is like a stoic model who's got fucking piercing blue eyes and fucking a doctorate. And the other one eats boogers out of a jar he saves them in. You're not gonna look, even if you can only manage the bottom one, you're never gonna be happy.
No,
You're never gonna be happy with the booger
no.
jar.
And you could just take that $600 and buy a PS5.
And then spend a fucking quarter of it to play all the games that you could have played on some fucking whatever device. So your PC or your laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
Xbox is fucked right now. They are
Mm-hmm.
spiraling so hard. They thought, like, hey, we can't beat Sony, so let's go fucking beat up on Nintendo. And Nintendo's about to beat the shit out of them because their price is better.
Yeah.
And their games are fun and goofy and they sell to all markets. And
Mm-hmm.
Xbox needs to sit down and look in the mirror and be like, what the fuck do we even do here? Before they
Yeah.
turn into Sega and start making hedgehog games, they need to just sit down and have a good think.
Yeah. They need to just, consider like who do we want and
Who are they competing with?
how do we get that demographic?
I mean, it's like they're gonna compete with Nintendo and they're gonna lose to Nintendo. There's gonna be
Mhm.
2 wars in a row that they lost. They got their ass beat by one and they didn't even go home. They just like marched across the sea, got on their
Mhm.
boats, boop, 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 went to another shoreline and got their ass beat there too. And it's like, maybe stop fighting wars and think about what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just to me, it seems like maybe figure out, like, they have Game Pass. That's really good.
hmm
They need an infrastructure for Game Pass,
Yeah.
right? Like a USB stick you plug into your TV costs $10, right?
hmm
Plug it into your fucking TV, and then you have a controller that plugs to that, and you can stream your games to your TV.
Right.
Or plug it up to your laptop, download the game on the fucking thing, and then plug it into the TV, and then you play it on the TV. That
Mhm.
is where your niche is. Take what you did that was good and adapt to that. Don't.
hmm
It's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
It looks genuinely cool, that handheld.
Uh-huh.
But $1,000, man, for a handheld?
I would not spend that much on a handheld.
What is going on in your life where you think that people right now are bitching about grocery prices are going to go out and buy $1,000
I
handheld
don't
for a thing they can download?
look,
on-
1,000. I just bought a new couch. I haven't had a couch for literally a decade.
Yeah.
I bought a new couch. It was less than $1,000.
Yeah, but could you sit on that handheld? Probably not. I mean, I bet you could. It's probably got good build quality for $1,000.
Or I can sit on the couch and play my PS5.
Yeah, or booger
Mhm.
jar. You could get the cheap one. You know?
Uh-huh.
Everyone can afford the $600 booger jar. Fuck off, Xbox. Come on, man. You guys are better than that.
Yeah.
Ugh. They need like a Stadia, but like a functional Stadia that doesn't get quit on immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Game Pass sort of is.
Mhm.
I have a little handheld like deck, like a game deck, right?
Right.
And it can stream things from the internet on it, and I have Game Pass on it.
Mhm.
And I just stream Xbox games without an Xbox directly onto my handheld. I can play Steam games on it using Steam Link and just play games from my PC in here on
Yeah.
the couch with my handheld.
That's pretty awesome.
And it runs perfect.
Mhm.
Make that.
Yeah.
Make a $100 cheap fucking piece of shit deck that uses your fucking Game Pass. You know?
Yeah.
Subscribe to Game Pass, get a discount on the fucking thing, right? You get a year, you get 20 or 30 bucks off this fucking flat piece of shit deck, right?
Right.
They almost let Sony beat them to it. Sony made that Portal,
Oh.
and luckily for Xbox, the Portal sucks mega butt. Like, that thing sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know. Let us know what you think,
Yeah,
I guess.
I guess.
Who do you think is gonna win this console war between Nintendo and fucking Xbox?
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. me
Yeah.
too. Anyone who wants to bet on that, go ahead and let me know.
Well, should we go to this week's episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Also, as a quick update, no new episode next week. I am taking that off for the holiday.
For Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Rachel's saying thank you for giving her some time off.
That's right.
She's going to eat a gross soy turkey or something.
No, actually, a couple of my friends invited me to have Thanksgiving at their place, so I'm probably going to do that.
What are you going to eat?
They don't do like turkey traditional Thanksgiving because neither of them like it.
Yeah.
They do like they both like to cook, so
Oh, rad.
I assume it'll be good. I was over there a few weeks ago because the husband was on a business trip, and so the wife and I hung out to watch a horror movie, and then she also made hot pot, so we had hot pot. I
Rad.
watched a horror movie, and it was really good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is Requiem of Reflections, Season 1, Episode 17, Dial 5 for home base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press 5.
Can you guys hear my AC?
No.
Okay. All right, good.
Nobody wants to hear your fucking AC.
Well, no, I'm
Neither-
just saying if you can hear it, let me know and I'll turn it off.
Neither your AC nor your DC. Neither one can be heard.
Okay, good.
As we take you on a journey, a highway to hell.
I was going to make a joke about having the biggest balls.
Uh,
These balls are made for bouncing. Why are you talking like that? Why do you sing like that?
30 years of unadulterated street drugs will get you singing songs about other guys' balls. That's the only thing I can guess.
But the ones that are held for pleasure are the ones that I like best. And he says it so creepy. It's like, ugh.
Ugh.
yeah.
You're that uncle at Thanksgiving that's no longer allowed around the house. There's a callback to something that happened probably 9 months ago. There you go. Enjoy that.
All right. We're picking up. The construction has been finished. So the only question is, because Rachel asked me about something earlier, are we gonna wait? Are you guys gonna just wait the additional 2 weeks and we pick up after the 2 weeks so she finished the last piece of the casting?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're gonna wait a full month?
Well, I mean, I assume that you were casting it on the way there, right?
I never said I was. I don't know how long it took us to actually
just do the
get
Death
there,
Ward
so
You know,
Well,
the retroactive, I
that's
actually
not-
casted the whole
no,
time.
that's not what I do.
Actually,
here.
I've been casting this thing every day forever.
It's like Sam Reich. I've had Death Ward the whole time.
No, I think 2 weeks isn't so bad. We still have to get outfitted and we still have to come up with a plan of attack.
Mhm.
And we still have to run through some tests. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So when we take the ship, we'll probably want to do a test to the mirror that we're familiar with,
Uh-huh.
like to the Dragon Heist mirror realm, and then
Okay.
bring it back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that way-
that's fine.
So
Well-
we need like a skeleton crew for that, so no one gets trapped anywhere.
Mm.
Do we want
So
to
just random. Okay, got it.
talk about what our characters have been doing in the last 2 weeks? Because I know that Dragon Heist Adri made some updates to the ship.
Right,
So-
and I imagine Kavir is probably trying to better lay out the methodology of how the mirrors, like kind of the geometry of them.
Captain Rain is most likely practicing his ship flying skills so that he is prepared to do whatever maneuvers are necessary when we make this thing work.
Okay.
I also wanted to talk to you guys about I know we had planned on putting the beacon, the little bug.
Uh-huh.
We need a name for him. I think I named them, but I can't remember.
You did, and I thought you put it in a note somewhere.
I probably
Let's
did.
see.
We can just name it something else. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You had the DART, the Delivered Artificial Remote Trigger,
Right.
and you also gave a name to the ship's bottom. You call
Uh-huh.
it the Home Lens.
Right. So what I figure is that we had originally talked about the wheel, which is up top on the deck, open to the outside, right? To
Right.
help with visibility. But if the dart is stationed up on the top, then we run into some different situations, right? The first situation is it's easily available for something to fly in and grab it and fly away, right?
Mhm.
It's also easily damaged in the event that our ship is attacked. There's no walls protecting it, right?
Yeah.
It becomes difficult. So I think we should put it somewhere inside the ship where it can be sort of safe. And I was thinking my lab, just because it's sort of the most protected zone in the ship.
Well, didn't it need to be near the steering wheel?
Why?
Or I thought that was part of like the casting
It doesn't need to be
purpose.
anywhere. I don't think it needs to be anywhere near. We just need to activate it, right?
Mhm.
So someone could activate it from inside the lab, and then the person could just give a call out through the sound, and then have the person outside activate the bottom of the mirror on the ship once it dials back.
Mhm.
So we won't, like, we'll have to do some communication, but it won't be out in the open. The thing that I'm concerned about is oftentimes we leave like Brandon like monitoring the ship
Uh-huh.
while the rest of us go take care of other things,
Mhm.
or if we're off the ship for a minute going on a mission or something like that.
Right.
Having this like our only tether to other realms in a glass container open on the deck of the ship seems dangerous to me. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean,
We
it
could
depends
we c-
on if we're putting it in like a glass fishbowl, then that
we have to be able
seems
to
wrong.
see it, right?
Well, yeah, that's why I thought it had to be near the ship wheel so that whoever was steering could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could put it in the lab, but then you sort of have to make sure that someone A has access to the lab, you
That's
know,
true.
and like B can sort of appropriately describe like to the person steering the ship how they need to maneuver it.
Well, they don't need to maneuver it. The thing it's automated to fly to a location
Mhm.
where there will be enough room for the ship. And then the ship drops through its own mirror once that mirror is activated, which the person on the wheel would activate,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And then it would automatically throw us through our own mirror to the other side and appear around the dart.
Yeah.
So like the dart doesn't need to be in any specific location,
Mhm.
right? It just needs to be able to blink out and go to the location it's at, then find a location that's safe,
Mhm.
and then we blink to it, right?
Right.
So I mean, it can be anywhere. You're right. Probably not going into the lab is probably not the best, but it needs to. I think it needs to be below, maybe near the engine room, but that's where we have the cage,
Yeah.
so that's not great.
Hmm.
Maybe we can put it on the deck, but it needs to be covered with something pretty sturdy. So like maybe like some sort of like, I don't know, cold iron box with like a open window in the front. But
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
we could have it maybe built into the like a console kind of panel that's next to the wheel.
maybe it's built into the wheel. Maybe in the center of the wheel, the little scarab like bug will
Yeah.
disappear.
So do we need Dragon Heist Adri to reinforce the wheel to help protect it?
I
Maybe.
think Rain would be very appreciative of that since he's going to be the one that's going to have to hold on to the motherfuckers. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
we could do the wheel made out of something more sturdy, and then just have like a concave area in the center,
Yeah.
like maybe like a glass bubble over the very center. So that
Mhm.
way he'll know exactly when it has disappeared,
Yeah.
and then when it'll dial back to us is when the mirror will activate
Mhm.
on the bottom of the ship.
Okay. Well, then along with installing that and reinforcing the wheel, Dragon Heist Adri is also taking the time to complete shielding the engine encasement, which should increase available power levels of the ship.
She's been working on that for a little bit too.
Yeah. So she is also going to install these sort of channels to funnel some of the magical energy to the cannons on top of the ship. So that way you don't have to basically cast a spell into the cannons to fire them.
Right.
Although obviously using them is going to divert some power from the engines to the cannons.
Right.
She
And
is
also, so probably has like a cooldown time, like a safe measurement.
yeah.
So like
that's
if you
probably like
fire it without using a spell,
Mhm.
then it probably needs a few minutes to charge back up.
Yeah. Or there's like a overheating danger or something.
Yeah. Or
Um,
we lose power and start to descend.
yeah, or slow down at least. And then she also wanted to basically uh install some sort of like boosted voice tube
I can help with that.
machinery. So essentially like we could amplify our voices to speak to someone not on the ship. Like if we're trying to talk to someone down below the ship on the ground and we don't want to like just yell, then we could
Yeah.
you know.
So there should be a piping up by the wheel where the captain's wheel is,
Mhm.
and like comes out off to the side, so that if the captain needs to, he can keep a hand on the wheel and lean over to the thing and yell into the tube.
Yeah.
That then goes just underneath the floorboards of the deck,
Mhm.
goes out towards the front of the ship, and then has a pivotable, like a horn on the
Mhm.
front, so you can actually turn the horn to the left or to the right with a simple
Yeah.
like lever
Mhm.
to aim where you want to speak to the left side or the right side or dead center
Mhm.
of the ship, so you can communicate with people on the ground. So like if we need to evacuate a city or something like that, you can just yell into that and broadcast it down to the floor.
Yeah.
And that's simple. That's just some brass tubing,
Mhm.
and then like a chain to pull it left and right on a little pulley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's simple enough. We can have that for sure installed. Kavir could probably do that himself.
So those are the updates that Dragon Heist Adri will have made to the ship in the last couple weeks.
Okay. I like all of those. Those are good.
Good.
And then I can help with Rain while he's training to kind of explain some of the new functions. So like I figured I would have toured the ship as it's being constructed and then take that information back to Rain to kind of give him a breakdown of what the best way to manipulate. So like when we activate the mirror on the bottom, we need to not be moving at all.
Mhm.
We need to be completely stationary, right? And then you have to fold the wings down on the side of the ship. So you can pull the little lever and they'll just slap down to the side, and then you can drop straight down through the open portal below us. And then once you're on the other side, the balloon will suspend you, and then you can put the wings back up. That's just a crank, like turn a crank and it'll put them back up. We also put them down when we're in the water, so it's not like a completely random thing that doesn't happen all the time. We use it already,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think that's a good system.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then original Adri will have spent the last couple weeks probably working with Kavir to basically set up a like casting forbiddance on the ship itself, but designating a spot where forbiddance isn't active. And then we're going to
We'll put that in-
construct.
Can we put that in the dining room?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to have a set location for it.
And we build a cage over the spot that's not contained, right?
Right. Yeah. So that way when people come in, if we um
Haven't given
don't
them some sort of
if we don't know
okay.
if we don't know who they are or something like that, then one, we know where they're coming in.
Yeah.
And two, we can sort of control how much access they have to the ship.
That makes sense. And I think for that one, definitely we take as long as it takes to get that permanenced, right?
Okay.
So you said you had to do it for a month, right?
Yeah. So Adriel have to cast it every day for a month. So
we'll plan on doing that. So you'd have casted it for a couple days on the trip, and then
Mhm.
for 2 weeks during the construction. So you need what, 2 more weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that is a necessary
Mhm.
delay.
Yeah.
Because God forbid we go somewhere and someone just hops on the ship and starts fucking with our stuff. It's like a submarine, not making sure that you have all the holes plugged. So
So there are parts of the spell that we have to, or that Adri has to designate when she casts it.
Mhm.
So let's see. For the duration, creatures can't teleport into the area or use portals to enter the area. The spell proofs against blah blah blah. In addition, the spell damages types of creatures that you choose when you cast it. So this would be not when they teleport into the safe area, but if they try to teleport into the forbidden area. So choose one or more of the following: celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. When a chosen creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts their turn there, they will take radiant damage. So we
not
can
undead.
not okay. So we want to forbidden undead.
Not undead.
Oh,
Everything except for undead.
so allow undead.
We have
That's
to.
true. We have to for Brendan. Okay.
Yeah. And
So
our sometimes ghost people and Dr. Midnight and fucking every person we've interacted with for the last fucking year, apparently.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Okay.
you've been floating around,
Yeah.
Barovia, and I mean, it's like
okay.
the undead capital of the universe. So
I'm talking, I want angels, devils, demons, fucking everything that is otherworldly.
Okay. So
Outer planes.
Anything.
celestials, elementals, fae, and fiends is
Yep.
what we are forbidding.
Right. And if they want to show we can allow forbiddens to come on the ship, but only if we allow them.
When you cast a spell, you can designate a password. A creature that speaks the password as it enters the area takes no damage from the spell. Okay, so we can forbid all of those things and then just give Brendan the password.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right. So we need to designate a password.
pineapple.
I was about to say that.
It's gotta be something else. It can't be pineapple.
Oh shit! What's that? Hold on.
And anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I'm sorry, because nobody says that shit on this ship.
I'd say we could have the password as like Kavir is a dick with like the I and dick replaced with the number 1, but
Oh, look, we need 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase,
Uh-huh.
2 symbols, 2
Yeah.
numbers, and an etching of a naked man and the Batman symbol.
Eggplant emoji.
I don't know. Can the does it have to be a spoken password, or can it be a gesture or anything?
It says when you cast a spell, you can designate a password. A creature that speaks the password as it enters the area takes no damage from the spell.
Okay. So what do you guys think?
What would be? You want something that wouldn't be like a common phrase for sure.
Well, they'd have to speak it at the right time either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We speak friend in Elven.
Ugh.
Trellis. The password is trellis.
What is dumb shit that Adri's family tried to put on my boat?
No.
Take annoying ass elves for 200, Alex.
What about trying to think if we could use like a one of the professionals like code words or something, but probably not.
Would you be afraid about another professional potentially stepping foot on the boat if you didn't want them there?
They wouldn't be blocked in it. Well, not all of them. Some of them might.
Right.
So, some of them for sure.
That's true. Can we have a special caveat to forbid dark elves from getting on the boat?
Look how quick that racism started.
No, I'm thinking of one specific dark elf.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? We got yellow ribbons everywhere.
No.
Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree if you want poison me.
No.
Oh, someone said the perfect way to set up a fantasy password in a D&D setting was that to say that your password must contain at least one abjuration, one enchantment, and one illusion.
I don't know. We can work on the password.
Yeah, we don't have to spend a bunch of time. We can decide it later. We've chosen a password, and
yeah, but
it
we will
it'll be
reveal the password later.
Yes, it'll be revealed at a later date.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah, Adri basically just has to cast that every day for 30 days. So, that is one thing that she definitely does. And then, when she's not doing that, she is just sort of hanging out in Barovia, maybe helping people if they need healing or if there's something she can do to help them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, Captain Rain, of course, is doing his training and getting familiar with the new operations of the ship, and is going to probably focus almost all of his time exclusively on doing that.
So we'll put the blueprint for your like a replica wheel, and we'll put it where the plaque used to be in the garden, and we can just sit there and test while I do all my graphics and kind of theater crafting. I'll just sit off to the side sketching in a notebook while you do it. I'm like, wrong.
Yeah. We're gonna put together some sort of rudimentary model out of like old Fisher Price kids toys to simulate the new dashboard. Dragon Heist Rain is probably going to, I would say, probably spend half of his time just sort of following Dragon Heist Adri around in the event that he can be of some kind of help, or basically just to kind of keep him grounded in reality, to have someone to talk to that he knows, right?
There's going to be a lot of hand me that wrench, no the other wrench, no the other wrench.
The wrench. That's not a wrench.
Go get me a coffee.
Yeah.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. And probably also talking a little bit with Dragon Heist, the Raven, kind of getting him caught up as far as what's happened so far and what he knows and what he understands is going on, which is not going to be a whole lot, but enough to probably connect some dots. And then otherwise, I think, he probably would spend a little bit of time walking around Barovia and just kind of, getting the lay of the land and seeing what it's like to be in a foreign land. I don't think there's anything specific that he would do because he's very much a stranger in a foreign land, and I don't know that he necessarily brings any skill set right now anyway to be able to help anything that's going on, other than to hand Dragon Heist Adri the wrong socket 15 times.
He's a Politico, right?
He's a Politico.
He's good at the paperwork and breaking things down for people, and
I would imagine he's like going around and maybe talking to sort of like the citizens and kind of just what's life like for them, right? Kind of. Maybe from his perspective, it's like honing his skills again as a, as a mass lord of Waterdeep, and with his, connections outside of that role when he's not, wearing the mask. He's talking with people and hearing their problems and like equating to, things that he knows from back home. Is like, oh yeah, well, we've had a similar situation to that, and here's what our solution was, and maybe kind of helping the people of what you want to do is you want to install a sewage system to take all that shit and move it on down river so it ain't just sitting in your basement all the time, because that is gross and nobody wants that. And every once in a while your basement might flood, and then someone's going to have to wonder if there's a bucket and how much the bucket floats and how much water it's filled with, and that kind of thing.
Look, it wasn't me, but D-Walk said 3 feet, and I'm like, these aren't 3 feet tall buckets, right? So there's shit in that water.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he rolled with it. He was like, "Yeah, the buckets aren't 3 feet tall." I'm like, "That'd be a weird shaped bucket." Yeah, that'd be a barrel.
That'd be a barrel. Yeah.
Yep.
And if people are shitting in barrels, that has a different vibe to it.
People shitting in barrels feels like there's a product being produced of some kind, right?
Shit pickles.
Like, yeah.
Heiny briny.
Oh,
Heiny
God.
brines.
Shit pickles. Anyway, that's I think that's what the Rains are doing.
The Raven will be kind of helping to remove some of the floorboards to lay the tubing to the front of the ship. And also, whenever something heavy needs to be brought on board or taken off, he'll help with that since he's pretty tough. And he doesn't have armor, so he's gonna be kind of, he's happy to not wear his armor because he doesn't have to hide all of the chains on him. He doesn't have to answer a million questions about all that stuff. So, yeah, that's what he'll be like, wearing a tunic and kind of walking around helping people with construction.
Nice.
Yep. Also, the Raven needs to commandeer a room on the first floor of the ship, like so after the initial staircase descent. And then he wants to build like a trapdoor to the deck, and he's going to use that as like sort of a makeshift medical tent. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So like, imagine like if a person's hurt, like wounded, but they can walk, then they can just walk down the stairs and go to the room. But in the event of like an emergency, they need to have work done now. We just rip open the trapdoor and kind of have them
Alley hoop.
Yeah. Yeah. So I figure that won't take super long. It's just sort of cut out some planks, place the trapdoor, have that nailed in, and then Nick and Knack are pretty good about building kind of simple stuff. So and he's already put together a medical station back at the other house. So this will be sort of in the same part, except for much smaller. So
Sounds good.
Maybe 2 beds and then like a wall full of medical supplies.
And tubes as far as the eye can see.
Like a light, like a chop shop light.
In fact, he calls this medical center a chop shop.
And while he's while he's in town, he'll grab a few potions and just kind of store them in there for like emergencies. Like, oh shit, I cut the wrong part. Quick, blub blub blub.
All right. I would assume Nick would probably spend more time with him, with Nick's Judaic and the fauna and the mushrooms and the.
Oh yeah, he would be good with a lot of the medicine that we need to grow.
So
what's up? Hey, let me pick out some penicillin from your hair, kid.
All right, sounds good. So we'll pick up midday with all of that completed.
Okay.
And you guys are meeting to talk to your next steps.
Have we done our like 2 or 3 test flights just to blink to the other side and back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm imagining this montage where there's just like 14 people all standing on the deck with like these little lab coats on and safety goggles and clipboards, and they're just like, okay, run test number 5. And something weird happens. Everyone just kind of sits there and goes, and they just start all scribbling down on their clipboards and move on to the next one.
Who are the 14 people? Because I don't think there's 4 people here that could take notes on whatever is happening.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that anyone's taking
It's
legible
like Hawk's down there fucking
yeah.
taking notes. Like
yeah, Hawk's like got the clipboard upside down and he's writing with a stick, not a pen. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody's doing it appropriately or correctly. I'm just saying everyone's trying to follow into,
every few seconds his notes catch on fire.
Yeah. Brandon's just using one of his finger bones as a pen, all that stuff.
Like, we shouldn't have spent the money on these lab coats. That's just silly. Okay, so once we get all of these things completed, I'd like to have everyone down to the dining room to have a brief discussion
Okay.
about sort of our thinking about how to go about our search.
All right. Well, I mean, we have those. I think we should start with those keys that I got before.
Yeah, the dial-ins.
Yeah.
And I have them right here. I'm gonna like pull a sheet, flip it over the back, and I'm like, these are our initial locations. We've given them code names. I'm sure the code name will change as we arrive and notice something strange about the place. But these three up here are the most concerning. Those are the ones that we are completely unfamiliar with. These ones down here we are familiar with, and this one is the dial-in that we would need to get home. So everyone should remember this one here. Take some notes about this particular one. If you get stranded, you can dial in from any mirror you find straight back to the ship.
Okay. Hawks is feverishly drawing on his clipboard with a stick upside down.
Okay.
All right. Noted. Question.
Yeah.
We really probably should be pretty careful if we're taking notes and writing these things down, right? Because, like, if somebody, accidentally lost their notes and someone picked it up, they would have.
That's why we're not taking notes on all of them. Just the bottom one
Okay.
here.
Gotcha. All right. Just that one. And you
Don't
kinda
worry,
there's some erasing going on right now. Like...
Don't worry, we'll be going over who gets to leave here with what when we're finished.
Okay. I honestly, I don't know that. Well, that's a good question. Would Captain Rain leave the ship at any point in time if he's going to be the one who has to maneuver it? If they need to get the hell out of there in a hurry, he's going to. Yeah.
Well, you're still going to have to get off the ship at some point.
Yeah.
At some point, yeah.
But you're going to be the most familiar with the dialing system, so
okay.
I mean, I'm relatively familiar with it. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out, but you will be the one engaging with it frequently, so you'll know all the tricks and picadillos. Really what's important here is two things. This address here at the bottom is home. When you ever need to go home, you come here. If you try to dial in a different address, we don't know where you are and we won't be able to find you. So this address needs to be, everyone needs to remember this one. And I figure it's what, like 6 digits or 6 symbols. So become familiar with this one.
Okay. Rain's writing notes. If in trouble, RT phone home.
These runes here are important. I cannot stress this enough. You don't want to get stranded on some fucking weird world where your duplicate is a master baker and it's not great. We don't know where the mirrors are on all of these places, so if you don't have a way to get, try not to get separated is really the idea.
Right.
So we're saying we should employ the buddy system here?
I'm saying buddy systems are complicated when you go to places where there are duplicates of yourself.
Well, that's true. All right. Well,
so of these three, we've checked out some harmonics. We have the harp, and it's hung or suspended right up in front of the wheel, right? So sort of like up a little bit behind where the wheel is. So you should be able to keep your eye on it. When the dart leaves, when it dials back in, it will create a harmonic frequency between our mirror and its location. It will make the harp sound. So you'll know when we're ready to drop, Rain, when you hear the harp.
Okay, so when
Okay.
I hear the harp, get ready to drop.
Right. We should halt all movement before we drop. And make sure to put the wings down and then drop through the bottom. You can do that by using the valve cutoff that goes and heats the air in the balloon. By reducing that, we will lose altitude very quickly. With the wings down, we won't glide. We will go straight down.
So listen for the harp, put the wings down, get ready for the drop.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Wings down. When you hear the music, it's ready to drop.
Yeah.
Wait for the drop.
Sounds like something the Beastie Boys might put into
Put the wings down. Drop.
All right.
So, of these three,
Mhm.
when dialing in before we did the transition, we found that the harmonics from one of these, and D-Walk, this is where I'll stop to ask a question. The closer planes should have a higher resonance, right? Like they're closer to us, so the connection would affect the harp more greatly. So like a ripple in water. If you
Mhm.
drop something,
Yeah.
like the closer you are,
The stronger
more
ripples are close. Yes.
right. So then I think the ones that are closest to us are the ones we should test. That's just a way for us to sort these, right?
Okay.
And by searching closest to furthest away of these three,
Mhm.
what we'll be able to determine is if being in proximity to each other has any similarities between the two mirrors. See, the mirror that we went to first, the other world with the really bad place, we don't know where that was in a stack, right? We don't know what, we just found a random mirror that connected us to another place, right?
Yeah.
But here we have a chance to try to sort. We have these three addresses, which are at some point relevant to us, but we don't know if they're right next to us or if they're further apart. So what we'll do is we'll pick the ones that have the highest frequency, the highest resonance on the harp.
Mhm.
We'll go there first, and we'll see if things are more similar the closer we are to our mirror than the ones that are further away. If, and I'm going to take like some ink on my finger and go up and be like, this is a straight line. This is us. If it was a decision that branched these off into different plates,
Mhm.
then technically the closer ones should be off of different branches. So everything should be very similar up until the decision point in which they become different. This is all a theory.
Dragon Heist Adri is going to raise her hand and she's going to say, but isn't that dependent on who's making this decision?
Absolutely. We can't be certain where the decision is that causes the fracture point.
Mhm.
And we can't even be certain if it's a decision that causes these to be different. They might just be implicitly different, right? We know for a fact that the Kavir from here, and I'm going to point at me,
Mhm.
and the Kavir from there, and I'm going to point at the Raven, are vastly different.
Yes.
Different lives. He's much younger than me.
Yeah, he's also in a lot better shape than you.
What shape? Trapezoid? No offense. No, none taken.
I'm just saying, you look like a strong wind might, knock you over.
Yeah, but while I'm knocked over, I'll be able to read 3 books in a fucking hour. So what's his excuse? He'll be able to lift 3 in an hour.
You saying it'll take you an hour to get back up?
To read 3 books and get back up. Better when I fell down.
Mm.
Don't listen to her. She's obnoxious. What I'm saying is we don't know what causes the different platelets, but testing a theory is always a good idea. Maybe we'll notice some other thing that is more similar while we're closer. But what we do know is that I'm very old and he's much younger, so that things aren't necessarily chronologically aligned, right?
Mhm.
His birth occurred thousands of years after I was born. So why is that? Maybe he's a mirror of one of my copies. Maybe my copy was supposed to be another version of me, and that mirror is a copy of him. Maybe there is worlds where Kavirs are dead because the copy of me was born years and years and years ago and then died before we get to that mirror realm. We're not certain how they're linked, but because we can feel the vibrations, we know that there is some sort of fabric between the two of them.
Mhm.
So
And that's where the Mirror Maiden is, right? This is originally Adri saying that.
we're not certain where she is. We
I
know
thought
that she's
she's
in,
between the mirrors, right?
and I'm going to say, hold on. And I'm going to say, if we are to assume, and I'm going to make a bunch of straight lines right on top of each other. If we are to assume they are a stack like this, like a sandwich,
Mhm.
then she could be in any space in between them. She could be above them. She could be removed from them entirely with access to all of them.
Mhm.
Or perhaps the space in between is another type of dimensionality that we don't comprehend, that we can't quite comprehend. Maybe she doesn't take like a tangible form. Maybe she is more of a force as opposed to. There are too many questions. Right now, we're still in the information gathering. This is a simple understanding for how the harp seems to function. So in the meantime, until we get new information, this is what we'll proceed with. Once we can disprove this, then we can build a new model. Does that sound fair to everyone? And I'm looking around at vacant stares from like
Yeah.
questions.
Many, but I assume we'll just figure it out as we go along.
Spoken like a true scientist. So I say that we get our effects in order tonight,
Okay.
and we'll leave first thing in the morning.
All right.
And by
Right.
leaving first thing in the morning with an instantaneous transmission to that location, we'll be able to determine whether or not the timelines in each location is synced. If we leave here as the sun is still rising, and get there as the sun is setting, we'll know that the timelines don't necessarily align, and that'll help us to alter our model. Questions?
Again, many, but I think we'll figure them out as we go along.
How about any of you people? I'm gonna like point my finger at like the small crowd that we have.
I think you're going to get a lot of shrugs and nods that aren't probably very confidence boosting, but again, I mean,
Brendan, anything?
I
I see you clocking around over there.
He's like, you give me the cheat sheet, Captain, and we'll get this straight.
I'm not the captain. That's the captain.
It's your boat.
I'll add it to your cheat sheet. Captain, it seems like the last few tests that we did went well.
Yeah.
Granted, it was all to the same location, so this next time might be different. We don't know. You know, we might go to a place where the skies are full of dragons, and we might have to take evasive action. So every time we warp, you need to be ready.
Okay. Yeah, I can certainly do that. I'll keep my finger on the trigger, so to speak.
The mean one, and I'm gonna point at THG,
Uh-huh.
has actually surprisingly, and you know, surprisingly sounds as kindly as I can put it.
Not surprising.
Came up with a fairly interesting idea. I know.
Not surprising.
I mean, I know. I was as shocked as all of you.
I have improved this vessel, and I'm very proud of it.
The cannons can now be fired once in a while without the need for casting a spell into it.
Mhm.
Our estimations, and D-Walk, I'm just going to take how long would the recharge on the cannons take from the engine if we were still using the engine at normal capacity?
1d6.
1 to 6 minutes?
No, roll 1d6, and on a 5 to 6, you could fire.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll treat it like a dragon.
So 10 seconds, 2/3 of that. So like maybe once a minute-ish to be safe.
Yeah.
All right. So once every minute or
Let me
so,
write that down so I don't forget.
wiggle room, right? Since I figure combat is when you get one roll every turn of combat, right? Every 10 seconds you get a roll. So it'd probably be about 40 seconds on average, but we'll say a minute just to make it safe, right? Because if you do 60 seconds, that's 1 minute worth of time. There's 2 chances to hit it. So on the 50 and 60 seconds. So we'll just say 1 minute just to make, I don't want to tell everyone every 40 seconds and then have Hawks trying to crash our ship. So about once every minute.
Fun.
About once a minute, the cannons will recharge. We want to be very careful about firing them directly before and directly after we drop. The reason is because we're going to need that engine power to get out of any situation we might find ourselves in. Okay, everyone got that?
Yep.
The more we use the cannons without a spell, the less power our engines will have. Is everyone clear on that? And I'm going to look directly at Hawks right in his face.
I like that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. The cannon can be fired every round, but it doesn't draw from the engine if you get a 5 or 6 on a reroll of a d6.
Oh.
If you fire it without the 5 or 6, it starts drawing power from the engine,
Okay.
and you start losing altitude.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'll adjust that information to the people since we changed it. Okay.
Sorry, no,
I'm-
it just
I'm- no, no, it's
the way you're talking about it sounds amazing. I like the idea that it gives you guys a little more risk and a little more reward.
Yeah.
So we want to not fire the cannons directly before or directly after we're dropping.
Mhm.
Okay? If you dial home, you will appear on the outside of the boat. There are nets. You will
Keep
need
your
to
hands
catch
and
one.
arms inside the cockpit.
Do you understand? Our home lens, our dial back lens, is on the outside of the ship. So if you were to go through a mirror, you would come out on the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
This serves 2 purposes. One, if someone were to try to use a mirror from their realm to get to ours, it would be difficult for them to directly appear on the deck of the ship, which is helpful for us. Second, I think it's really funny. So if you have to dial home in an emergency, do so, but watch out for the cargo netting on the side of the mirror. You will have a brief moment with which to grab them, and if you do not, well, good luck. Scrolls of Featherfall will be in the other room in the lockers. Feel free to take one at your leisure.
All
I
right.
figure we would have had plenty of time to scribe, right?
I think so. I've had a month.
Yeah, if you're going on an away mission and you're not going to be with the rest of the crew,
Mhm.
probably a good idea to then take one of the scrolls. We'll just make it as a bug out bag sort of item. All right. So by my count, and I'm going to look out through one of the little galley windows.
Mhm.
We have about an hour until we're ready to leave. Everybody, you have 1 hour. If you're not on the ship, then you're getting left behind.
Adri will step forward and she'll say, I also want to mention, I finished the permanent forbiddance on the ship. So if you are teleporting or gating in to the ship, you can only come in at the designated circle, and she'll gesture at the circle inside the cage. This is for everyone's safety to make sure that we don't have uninvited guests teleport onto the ship and then have free access to it.
There is a password that will be granted upon request,
Mhm.
though none of you except for you need it. And I'm going to walk over to Brendan, who's currently in agony. No, I'm saying we've probably already given it to him at this point.
Yeah, he would have gotten it a month ago.
Right. I'm just saying he would just sit there like, ah! Password, please.
What do you mean there's a fucking password?
Oh my God, the password should be thumbnails.
No.
Right?
No.
That'd be a great password. Poopy thumbnails?
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God, thumbnails would be excellent.
Mm.
Okay. I think that's it.
Mhm.
Who else? Raise your hand if you're wanting to go on this trip with us. If you want to stay behind, that's fine.
Both ages raise their hands.
We will make accommodations for you.
Nick actually raises his hand.
Raven lifts his hand.
Nick's like, I'd actually like to stay.
Oh.
You didn't follow instructions. Your hand should be down if you don't want to go.
He puts it down then.
You want to stay in Barovia?
It's my home. And Strahd's gonna come back.
Mm.
Someone needs to be here.
Okay. Well.
If I get enough trouble, maybe Victor will show back up.
Okay. Well, we'll be sure to come back and check on you.
You're gonna be all right here by yourself?
I got Lucian.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if I start now, me and Esmeralda can start laying traps.
All right. Anyone else?
Well, I mean, both Reigns will raise their hand. Well, of course.
Yeah. Tempest raises her hand.
I'm like, Cargillus?
I have no hands.
Just wiggle or something.
He raises all the eye stalks.
Right on. All right.
What about Relena?
She's like, you need to ask?
Well, here it's polite to ask.
Thank
I
you.
assume she was coming since she didn't want to leave the boat. All right. Well, Hawks?
Hawks is staying. Hawks not leaving friends. Hawks' friends pulled him out at DarkCon. Hawks is happy!
And Brandon, I know that you don't really have a choice. You serve the Dark Lady and all things. And we really appreciate that.
Brendan, he nods. You hear his lower jaw rattle against it as he nods because there's no muscles to stop it.
And I'm going to give him a thumb up and then with it. Like, all right, everyone out.
All right.
Make use of your hour. Go. Get out of here. Especially you. You're weird looking. Go. Get. You. Get the hell out of here. Go.
All right.
And I'm going to stop Nick before he goes. And I'm going to take my other hat off. I'm going to put it on him and I'm like, if you die, I'll kill you. And I'm going to walk out of the kitchen or the dining room.
He looks at the others. He gave me his hat.
And as I walk,
I got a professional hat. Trying not to cry as he's walking.
It's gonna cut till I walk into my office and pick one up out of the barrel of hats.
He hugs Relena. She's like, if you die, I'm going to kill whoever kills you and then bring you back and kill you again. He nods. So,
We don't know how to show affection on this ship. It's just mean. It was mean all the way down.
She also tells him, the minute we get Victor back, I'm coming for you.
Sounded like a threat.
Yeah. Just like,
Serena's like, that's all she talks in.
Oh, I forgot she was still here. Is she coming?
Oh, yes.
Damn it.
She's like, actually, I think I'm going to miss this one. Last one didn't go well for me.
Oh my God. What's
Okay.
happening?
She hugs Adri.
Adri will hug her back.
She's like,
Okay.
I'm going to watch Nick like I watched Victor.
Thank you.
So,
Well.
Victor's no longer here. And Relena scares the shit out of me without Victor around.
Well, if either of you need anything, if you're able to contact us, we'll come back right away.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
As long as you don't get set to Darkon again.
Well, there's no memory curse. I don't think, because
The
of
smile on her
at
face
the midnight.
says she was teasing you.
Okay. Well, all right.
She kind of looks at Relena and doesn't say a thing and just walks.
Well, Adrian will make sure that Nick and Serena get off the ship safely and that they have somewhere to go. Maybe she'll bring them to Lucian so he can help them get settled.
Nick's like, I want to ride the horse.
I am not summoning Bucephalus for this.
He's like, okay.
Okay.
Serena's like, I always knew you helped Victor shoot him out of the cannon. Oops.
Thanks everybody for listening to Requiem of Reflections. This is going to be part 3 of our Curse of Strahd chain of games. Curse of Strahd, Return to Ravenloft, and now Requiem of Reflections. So thank you for sticking with us. You've been with us the whole time. And just remember, if you want to donate to help support the podcast and help us make better content and, continue on into the future, just go to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta click this little box.
You gotta.